Try walking in my shoes. Try walking in my shoes. You'll stumble in my footsteps.
I've just realised, I think I've been here before. You know, I was on about the view where you can see everything up there. I think I've been because I recognise this bit. There's a car park just in front of me here. And this track here, I'm sure I've been up this hill before. I think it might have been with John on my 365 trip a couple of years ago. Because if I vaguely remember, there was a cow or something here. Some animals, some cows, a sheep or something. Yeah, I've been here before. Small world. You know, I've been getting around quite a lot over the last few years and I'm starting to repeat myself. Same places. That's what I seen last time. Ponies grazing. So this is Chapelcairn Brae. Chapelcairn Brae. Read about it there if you want. I'm not interested. Been here before. I'm moving on. So you come out of that car park and you come to another main road. Now if I follow that, I think it takes me back to the A30. But for a start, that'll have been like a big round trip and I'll have been gutted that I've walked all that and gone through all that crap when I could have carried on the A30. But I'm sure he's trying to send me up here. I'm not going up there. No way can I get up here. Can I? No, it's boggy, man. The British Horse Society Invasive Plant Control Site. No, I don't care. I'm not going up there. Let's get back onto A30. So as I said at the beginning of this video, I'm doing this for my girlfriend's dad, Tom. I've explained at the beginning why, etc. But if you do nothing else, I'm not expecting everybody who watches to donate to this, but please do me one favour. Just click on the link in the description to the Just Giving page which I've set up and at least read the story. That's all I ask. Read the story and consider donating. It would be greatly appreciated. That's what I'm doing this for. I've set the target at £5,000 to start with, but I am really hoping for £10,000. So we'll see how it goes. I might up that total when we reach 5,000. And we've already raised pretty much half of it, I think, 49% of it. So massive thank you to everyone who's donated so far. I think I'll put your names at the end actually. I can hear a car and I'm in a really narrow little lane. I'll have to go. Bye bye. I'm back. Yeah, so if you could please consider donating, it would be appreciated. Right. On with the trip. Oh, there's another car. This is getting ridiculous. About 5.5 miles, I think, now. So it's certainly put quite a bit of extra on us, that. And it says it's going to be, well, under 2 hours. So it's put another half hour on at least. You just don't need it, do you? One thing you don't need when you're walking 1,200 miles is to take silly little wrong cuts, wrong ways, and have to use more energy. Luckily, I ain't got my big backpack on today. That is going to kill me tomorrow. This is supposed to be a simple 9-10 mile walk. Tomorrow, I think the plan was 16-17 miles with the backpack, which I think is going to be a proper killer tomorrow. I really do. So, just have to see how we get on. As long as Liverpool beat Man City tonight, I'm not bothered. Okay, we're back on the A30. I think this must be some kind of chapel or something, but there's these markers here. To Penzance, 5.5 miles. To Land's End, 4.5 miles. So I'm not even halfway yet. But this is a very old stone. Look at this. Cross in the middle there. Very worn, but very cool. Don't know anything about it though, there's no signs. I'm starting to regret getting back on A30 now. It's all cars again. And the further you go towards Penzance, the more cars there's going to be, and they're getting on my nipples. I'm starting to get back into moaning mode, aren't I? I'm a big moaner. I don't half moan a lot, especially when I'm not happy. or I'm uncomfortable, or I'm just not doing what, you know, I'm not sat down watching football. I always try to be bright and happy and smiley and make nice videos, you know, like proper people do on YouTube. You know, where they do all these music montages of the beautiful weather as they're doing a bit of surfing or kiteboarding or something like that, and then they'll have a little nap on top of the van with a beautiful girlfriend with no clothes on next to them for the thumbnail. I've tried that stuff, but I'm just not right good at it. Life ain't like that. Imagine life isn't like this, really, is it? 4.5 miles done, and I've had enough. There was another guy, by the way, who I think might be doing this walk. He got on the bus with me this morning, and when I said to the bus driver, Land's End please, one way, he giggled behind me, and he sat pretty much next to me, and he had a backpack pretty much the same as mine. You can't really see it, it's a tiny little thing. Pretty much the same as mine. He was dressed pretty similar to me, and I think he was going to try it, but he didn't talk to me. And when we got to Land's End, he just went straight up to the sign, touched it, and then walked off. So, don't know what his story is. But for me, what's point in just doing it? To him, it looked like all he wanted to do is get to Land's End, touch the sign, and then walk. Enjoy it. If you're not going to take your time and have a bit of fun along the way, what's the point? That's if he is doing it. He might not have been doing it. I might have got it completely wrong. He might have worked there. He might have just been going to collect his wages. I don't know. So now we're halfway. Land's End 5 miles, Penzance 5 miles. Crows an Wra. That's the name of the place I've just been past when I got back on the A30. What a strange name. Crows an Wra. There's a lot of strange names in Cornwall. Very strange names. I don't know why. It's an old Cornish language or something. It's a bit like Gaelic, but Cornish, if that makes any sense. I've just seen a sign for a stone circle. Remember what I just said back there about not showing you sights and beautiful things? Can't see it. I'm not walking a mile just to see a bloody circle. I'll have seen it before, I can guarantee I've been here before. I've seen them all in Cornwall, I think. Yeah, sod it. Sorry, you're not seeing an ancient stone circle. You can imagine it though, can't you? It's a load of stones in a circle. Beautiful. Thousands of years old. My chest's getting to me now. Oh, I need to get some more medicine inside me, but I've left it at the youth hostel. I'll be all right. 3.6 miles to go. Now, just for anybody out there who is planning on doing the Land's End to John o' Groats walk, not on a cycle, walk, I would seriously suggest not coming on the A30 if you can avoid it. The other routes, if you go along the coastline, they're supposedly very, very hard because it's going up and down cliffs. You know, it's very jagged and very hard to do. Whereas this, the A30, you just cars constantly, and you're constantly having to get up on the banks, and there isn't always a bank. It's very dangerous. And you've got to remember, this is January the 3rd. So imagine what it's like in summer with cars whizzing up and down here all day long. You'd hate it. Just a bit of a suggestion for all you joggers. There will be a separate video coming up as well about all my gear. I was going to do that in the youth hostel. I thought it'd be empty at this time of year. It was full. Because what they do, you see, apparently there's some big festival for New Year's Eve in a nearby village. St Ives, I think she said it was. and people just use that as a doss house. You know, go out, get drunk, and youth hostel as a hotel, really. So yeah, it was full. So I've not had a chance to do that video, but I will do that hopefully tomorrow night if I can find somewhere to stop. I'm hoping to stop in a pub. I think, oh no. It was going to be a pub. I found somewhere cheaper for £30, bed and breakfast or something. So I might do it there for you. But yeah, I got this coat yesterday. Buzzing with this. Honestly, it's been perfect today. I've had a similar one before, but didn't look as pretty. This looks prettier. And when you stood still, admittedly, you do get a bit cold. But when you're walking, this is perfect. Okay, I've just stopped for a sandwich. Egg and cress, that's what I had today. And a bit more to drink. I've even had a bit of water. I just don't do water. I've got about 55 minutes left, I think under 3 miles. Here's a sign. Penzance, that's where we're heading. Oops. But yeah, this road's a killer. It's just a windy road. A lot of the sides, there's just no side. Some of it's just a brick wall. It's really quite dangerous. Getting tired. My legs are starting to ache now. And this is without my backpack. Tomorrow I'm walking nearly twice as far with a heavy backpack on, and I'm dreading it. I'll be completely honest with you, I am dreading it. But if I can get through the next like 3, 4, 5 days, I think that's going to be the hardest bit. Then I'll be fine. Then it'll just be a stroll in the park. 1.8 miles to go, which is a really good job because I'm getting really cheesed off with the traffic. It's just cars after cars after cars. It's driving me insane. So I just want to get there. There is a pub around the corner from the youth hostel. I thought I might stop in there for a drink, but you know what? I think I just want to get back, edit this, write today's book. I'm writing a book, by the way, on this trip. I'm trying to. I've done 2 days. So I'll try and get that done. And then there's football on at 8 o'clock tonight, so I've got to get everything done for then. And I've got to pack my rucksack properly because it wasn't packed properly yesterday. Something I nearly forgot to do. I thought we'd have a little competition. Put in the comments of this video and this video only how many days and how many hours you think this is going to take me, or if I'm going to fail. And then at the end of the trip, the closest, I don't know, I'll send you a prize of something. Maybe one of my broken sweaty shoes or a sock. I don't know what yet, but I might send you a prize. I'm not promising anything. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what you all think. How long will this trip take me? There's a beautiful house there, look. Nancothan Lodge. Private drive, it says. Someone posh lives there. And the lady of the house, look. She's so posh. I don't know if you can see that over there. It's a mirror. She's installed a mirror so that when she comes up here in a car in the morning, she can check her hair and check her makeup one last time before she drives off. That's well posh. A road mirror. Now I've just noticed the neighbours are even posher. That's beautiful. Where did I go wrong in life? I should be living in a house like this. Right, that's Buryass Bridge Garage. And I'd recommend everyone to not go there because they're very peopleist in there. I just went in for a service. Won't give me one. Apparently they only do cars. Here I am struggling away, trying to walk a long way. Just needed a quick service just to make sure my legs were alright. Won't do it. Trewidden Garden. I'm not sure if that's where I were a couple of years ago. I think I've been in there. It were alright, it's not a bad place. So nearly got run over for the first time. Will you stop doing that? Someone going past who recognises me, I think, but I don't know who it is. Yeah, came past, shouted something out of the window. And then just seconds later, A car were overtaking a tractor, beeping as it came past. Now we're on this narrow little skinny part here, and it was beeping as if I should move in on the path because he was coming through. Furious. Anyway, this nutter, I don't know who it is. I'm guessing he's going to turn around again and talk to me. Don't know. By the way, guys, anybody who does catch up with me on this trip, who wants to try and catch up with me, I've got one rule. Well, I've got two rules. Rule number one is you are going to be on camera. So if you don't like being on camera, if you're not willing for me to film you, don't come and see me. Because that's what I do. I'm a filmmaker. So expect to be on camera. Rule number two, it's 2.5, 3 sugars, black, very strong. If you want to bring me a coffee. I also take requests for hot chocolate as well. No, that ain't right, is it? I don't take requests, I give requests. I give requests for hot chocolate as well. I like hot chocolate. Okay, caught up with me, did the guy in the car. It's Paul. I didn't recognise him. He's my stalker. He keeps calling himself my stalker. He was stalking me when I did my 365 all in this area. And he's just stopped by, give me a bottle of Bulmers, which is fantastic. Can't drink it quite at this minute because I'm off to the pub. I've decided I am just going to stop into the pub and have a couple of drinks. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. I suppose I should keep filming till the end, shouldn't I? Till I get to the youth hostel. But yeah, thanks, Paul. Nice of you to come and see me on my travels. Bless you. You really are a stalker, though. You really is a stalker. So I've just stopped off at the pub. It's called the Pirate Inn. It's not far from the youth hostel. It's the closest pub to the youth hostel. 2 pints of Guinness. But I've just noticed on my lighter, look at my lighter. Can you see that? Skull and crossbones. That's got to be a sign, hasn't it? Yeah, just sat here. I've just had a phone call from Danny Bamping. You might remember I mentioned him earlier in the video. Coincidentally enough, he just rung me up. So we've had a nice little chat. And he's going to share the story. He's going to try and get it in his local papers and stuff. Bless him. As he always does. He loves to do that. But yeah, I'm just having these two and then I'm heading off back to the youth hostel to try and edit this video together and get some rest. I need some rest. I need a lot of things, really. I need some new legs, rest, new arms, a new head. Definitely need a new head. I need to sort my bag out. New legs. Did I say I need some new legs? I do need some new legs. So I was in the pub about 30 minutes, had 2 pints of Guinness, and by the time I stood up, my legs were like lead, aching all over. And I've been walking a 1/4 mile since and they seem to be loosening up again, but it's not a good sign for the morning. I think in the morning my legs are going to be killing me. But anyway, we've made it. Day 1 out of the way. All I have to do, what's that, about 10 miles. Do that about 120 times. That's all I've got to do. Can't be that hard, can it? So I'm going to leave it at that for today. Thank you for joining me on this trip, guys. If you have any suggestions on what I can do to... I'm tired, sorry. If you have any suggestions on what I should be doing to entertain you a little bit more, just let me know and I'll try and add it to the videos. But here we are, YHA Penzance. I'll see you all very bright, very early tomorrow morning. Now, whether you're going to get this video on the day I've actually done the walk, which is the 3rd of January, I don't know. Because the signal doesn't seem too good in there. So you might not get this for a day or two. I'm just going to put them up whenever I can, but I will be making them every day. Catch you all tomorrow, guys. Thank you for watching. Please do support what I'm doing. Go to the Just Giving link below and consider making a donation for Tom. See you all later. Good night.
Try walking in my shoes. Try walking in my shoes. You'll stumble in my footsteps.